So hey Pep, that the new clone was supposed to arrive like a week ago. What the fuck happened?
I don't know. Ask UPS.
You fucking assholes. Wait, I see a truck. I see a truck coming. There they are. There they are. Wait. Uh-huh. What do you mean a bucket? Shut the fuck up. Okay. Ugh. Why do you have to put a turn on button on his balls? Let me grab my gloves. Okay. Yeah. Good.
Zoo-wee mama. Awooga, awooga, awooga. Startup. Boo-wop. Hey guys, and welcome back to the Battlefight Ridercast, episode 9. Hey guys.
Sup?
Okay, he's working well. Good. That's good to know.
Hey, Home, I want you to check back in the box.
What? What is in it?
Was a remote in there?
What's in the box?
Why is the remote shaped like a dildo? What the fuck, guys? Fucking hell. Ugh. Anyways, we talked about the episodes. What are we doing again?
Hey guys, and welcome back to the Battlefight Ridercast, episode 9.
Hi.
Hello. Welcome back.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Battlefight Ridercast, episode 9.
Wait, let me. Okay.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Battlefight Ridercast.
Turn off.
Gosh.
Okay, let me. What was the only settings? Turn. Okay. Turn on dipshit mode. I think that's the one. Okay, turn on and turn on the clone. Okay.
Wait, no!
Hey guys, and welcome back to the Battlefight Ridercast, episode 8.
Oh, wait, there it is.
In this episode, we'll be reviewing Godzilla Shin Godzilla.
Turn off dipshit mode. Turn off. Okay, no, that wasn't. Well, which one was it? Which one was the correct mode? We don't want to drag this intro too long, or mid intro.
Have you tried?
Speaking of dragging mids and intros,
turn off. What was the mode?
Have you tried no brain mode?
Ah, there it is. Okay, no brain. Intensity. How much intensity?
Brains.
Okay, so -5. And good.
Oh, ooh, that was weird. Hey guys, what's going on?
Master tier list.
It's 20.
Oh right, yeah. Episode. Oh,
no,
man.
episodes are done. Now monster tier lists.
I thought this was. I'm sorry. This is feeling weird. I thought. How many weeks has it been? It feels like we were just doing this yesterday.
Yeah, it is yesterday. Don't worry about it.
Oh, that's great. I mean, we would never stretch the making of an episode over a couple of weeks, would we, guys?
Do not look at the calendar. It's not 2022.
There are no bodies in the water.
Yeah, there was a collapse on. There was the collapse of the universe. That was the other timeline.
What are you
can see right there. You can see the chunks of the timeline just floating over there. Yeah.
God fucking damn it!
Yeah, fuck that timeline. Fuck them.
That was the timeline where I watched Shin Godzilla.
God damn it! No, come back.
God damn.
In making that joke, I have thus sealed the fact that I can never watch Shin Godzilla now, lest I break the canon lore.
Unless we break casualty and change timeline.
You say casualty? You mean causality?
Yeah, wait, yeah, you're right. Why didn't you say casualty? What the fuck? Moving on. Hey, we said we're gonna rank monsters, so here we are. Now, you may look at it and you notice, hey, there are no names to those images, so let's all name them.
Wait, home. There's something a bit weird here. If we're doing a monster tier list, then how could we forget Hit Monster from the series? All about... What's the name of the big lizard? I'm trying to make the pickle lizard. I'm trying to make a joke, but I can't look it up because I don't know the name.
Your joke has failed. No, Pep, no!
Pep! What the hell? No! Oh. Wait a second. Wait,
Okay, I'll
wait.
save that after the stream.
No, excuse me. Fuck. Why is Scissors, Precure, and Final Fantasy just? I assume that's from Final Fantasy 14, just permanently on your screen.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
I thought that was just some weird, like, I don't know, sidebar decal for this website. It's fucked up. It's real fucked up.
Don't worry about it. So, okay. For those uninitiated, you may look at them like, what the fuck are those images? Okay, let me explain. From
Kaijin, dumbass.
Yeah,
Get
they
with
are.
the program.
But since they don't have names attached to them, please. You are recording the screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please put her in S+ tier. Just to, just get that out of the way.
No! Put her back.
Oh God!
Put her
Jesus.
back. Put the gremlin back where it belongs.
Leave the gremlin there. There we go. Perfect.
No, put the gremlin back where it belongs. It will... No, back.
Yes,
No.
ma'am. Yes,
Okay, at least put her to the right. At least put her to the right so that she doesn't block off any of the images.
Wait, I need to crop it. Give me some time. Give me
Give
me 10 minutes.
This is so dumb.
You know what?
Before we go on...
Okay, pause. Okay, I see the screen has improved.
That's horrible.
So yeah, okay. What are we here today to do is to rank the Kamen Rider
I already
monsters.
gave the monologue. It's good, home. Don't worry.
Okay. Now, you may not recognize
We're
the
here
monsters
to rank
immediately
all
on
of the
screen.
monsters in Futariwa Precure.
But this is
For later.
This is
Wait, so what the fuck?
5.
Okay. Now, the images are small and really hard to notice, and it's kind of hard. And sorry guys, we're not gonna be giving away the tier maker so you can make your own because it's bad because the names are not attached and you would know immediately. This is just for us and our bullshit. But
He's not, but I'm going to. If this video gets 20 likes, I'll be uploading it on Twitter.
Cool, we're never gonna see it. Anyway, we'll be announcing what they are because I have a folder here. Actually, I could just probably give the image with the folder to you guys so you can understand which.
Needing to understand is for cowards.
I mean, it's mainly for Pep, so he knows who is who. Okay, like this. Okay, so Pep has an idea, and so okay, so we can go in a release order of the monsters.
Oh, okay, wait. Now down to order. Actually, that's fine.
Yeah, because
Pep,
because it would be fucked up if we talked about a gel shocker or neo shocker before actual shocker.
I guess. It's just that then you have to redo Pep, redo the order of the actual. Actually, no, don't. We'll go through it as we go through it.
Can you redo the order?
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Doesn't want to put it ahead of Amazon's.
Okay, so
probably have to go from.
God, there's so much on this screen. I can't stop looking at it. Its nose.
It's powerful.
It is. I'm not denying that. It's just. Okay, there will be a lot. You may have experienced a lot of weird cuts in the section. That's because we were doing shit. Anyway, that's because Virgil from the Devil May Cry series actually just showed up and he told us how cool he thought our podcast was. But he did, so he did a little judgment cut at the end right before leaving. So
no. Anyway, we're here to
fuck you. Devil May Cry is awesome.
Now, again, to specify, we only talk about the monsters and not the organization they're attached to. Specifically, only the monsters. So just because that's a bit that could be a separate tier list where we could.
So basically, it's like Orphanok but no Smart Brain.
Yes. Orphanok but not like Clover.
Yeah, or like the Anothers but not the Time Jackers.
Yes.
Got it.
Okay, so let's start off with the classic, the original, the Shocker monsters, and this. I think this applies to majority of Showa. where from what I've read is just humans that were experimented on turned into monsters. Or
Yeah.
androids.
They're
Okay,
basically all just
what-
like different versions of Kamen Riders.
Yeah, and I see how Pep has already made the directive decision. So yeah, Pep, since
What? No, they're
That's-
classic. You need to put it higher up. Come on. The
Since
original.
No. I
Pep, since you,
refuse.
Pep, since
come on.
you're, Pep, since you're the one from our group that has watched Showa, can you describe kind of like the Shocker Kaijin, if there's actually anything to say about them?
It's
Just what a
just
big-
Shocker kidnapping people and it being like, yo, I'm gonna make you into a cyborg and you're gonna fuck shit up.
And they're
It's just-
people in dumb paper mache masks and like weird spandex. They're awesome. What they're like the Spider-Man villains.
They're
Great.
just bad fursuits.
Exactly. They're so good.
That's all it is.
Come on. By putting them in
They're
What's
bad
that tier
fursuits
called?
with cool belts.
yeah. Wait, what's that tier list called? What's tier called? I mean, the last tier.
Oh, you wanna know?
Uh,
What did you
God.
call it?
jeez.
Ah, nice, nice.
That's bullshit. The Orphanok are awesome.
I'm not talking about the Orphanok, I'm just talking about thighs.
No, you're wrong.
One day we'll get to the Fies episode, and I will shit on all of you.
What? Fies is the only in a way show I feel positive about. Come on.
Okay, never mind. I'll shit on only Pep.
You assume you'll
God,
still
am
be
I in
you
the
by
wrong
then.
here?
Anyway, since oh, also just to describe like the
So the way I'm saying, if you put them in Fies, you're putting Kamen Rider Ichigo and Kamen Rider Nigo and Kamen Rider V3 in Fies.
No, Nigo has something else.
He does?
No, not Nigo.
We're just talking
V3
about
has.
the monsters, come on.
Oh, is V3 on the Gel Shockers?
Okay, yeah. Now speaking of, now we have the Joe Shocker Kaijin. Now, what makes them different from normal
transition.
Shocker Kaijin?
They're two animals this time!
Yes, they did the Picotaro.
I don't know that reference.
And is that the only difference?
I'm pretty sure that is the only
Yeah, I'm
difference.
pretty sure.
Yeah. So.
Oh wait, also they have the Shocker Riders, right?
Well, those don't count as Kaijin. Those were
Yes,
Shocker
they do.
Riders.
No, they are not. The Shocker Riders are not riders. If they're riders, then Kamen Rider Core is a rider.
Yes. That is the
Shut up.
designation. He is Kamen Rider Core, yes.
Shut up. Also, wait, there's a Gel Shocker Greed. It looks really sick. So I need to share this. Come on. Discord. Faster. Look at that. That's such a cool design.
Yeah, a lot of SIC stuff is sick.
I think just for that one, you should put it higher up. Than at least the original Shocker.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What is he doing? New.
Okay, you gotta also give it an appropriate color.
Shocker. Becomes. Because mean. Sucks. I'm good with that. Yeah, thanks. Make it piss yellow. Wait, why are you putting Shocker there? Oh, you piece of shit. You son of a bitch. You can't read that!
Yeah, but why would you put that below Fies? Or above Fies and not below?
Because he wants me to piss me off. That's the only reason.
He said I should put it a tier above, so I did.
No, we were talking about the Joe Shocker. We're talking about Joe Shocker, not normal Shocker.
Because I
okay.
misspoke.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
And now we have the Destron Kaijin, which I don't remember exactly what their deal was.
They're Shocker Kaijin, but this time they're fused with weapons.
Really, this is
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
be most of the Showa ones.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
you also gotta talk about like what makes them like. Also, we can also. I guess we can also talk about like the higher ranking Kaijin. Like,
I don't know those.
If there are like some standouts that we could discuss.
I don't remember.
There's a
That
Destron
was
Greed.
4 years ago.
I mean, you
There is-
remember you remember
Wait,
Dr.
wait.
G, right?
There's an Archbishop.
You remember Dr. G, right?
Yes,
No.
and
Also-
hate his ass.
Also, moving on, we have followers of God, which are technically
we
separated
didn't rank the
into...
Master Kaijin.
Oh, you still haven't ranked them? Come on, you're so slow.
Okay.
They're like- They're E tier because guns, I guess.
Yeah,
But
guns
what
are
if-
cool.
But what if C for Cyborg? Or D for Destron?
They're all
Yeah.
cyborgs.
They're all cyborgs.
D for Destron. That's the most.
No, I feel like that's too high. We have... we
Okay,
can
yeah.
change it later. For now, let's go
Next, we have our first S plus tier.
We have the followers of God, which are technically separated into Shinwa Kaijin and Akunin Kaijin, which
For
are...
the sake of this list, let's just consider them as one.
We're considering them as one, but there are many separated into... where the first ones are cyborgs based on Greek myth, and the second ones are based on animals. And what was it specifically?
And historical people.
And historical people. So like this one I would put at least at C or B tier, just because they have much more thought put into them than the previous ones.
Yeah.
Yes.
And also Starfish Hitler.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. I personally think they should be S plus just because of Starfish Hitler. But
How about the S for Starfish?
Like I'm a personal fan of Ant Capone, but still.
Ant Capone.
Yeah, and Capone is cool.
All right then.
Wasn't there like
Oh my
Geronimo
God!
or something
Jesus
like that?
Christ. Okay, I
What?
sort of misunderstood what you meant before, but now I'm looking at now I understand. Fucking Genghis Condor, Toad
Yeah.
Goemon, Sasori Geronimo.
What were you saying, Pep?
Oh wait!
No
Frankenbat.
longer relevant.
The real life character.
Maybe calm
Frankenstein.
down. You're talking about Prep. What were you saying?
It's no longer relevant. Meme answered the
Oh.
question accidentally.
Spider Napoleon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, no, fucking Lizard Viking. Yes, the historical figure of the Viking.
Yes.
So like to explain what happens in X is that for most of X, X fights Apollo Geist, who's like kind of a rival villain. Then he kills him. Then he revives, but he's dying, so he needs to steal the Perfector from X. Then X kills him again. And then after that, King Dark appears, and he has the new monsters.
Jesus, X, cool down. I sound like a fucking murder boner for this guy.
But yeah, Followers of God definitely B. I put them at B because they had much more time to put in, but they're still,
But there's not a single themed villain. We can't make them our first B.
I would put them at B, because of the ingenuity and there's so much thought put into them compared to the previous ones. But I would put them higher because they still are just humans turned into cyborgs. No.
Yeah, I guess that's true. At some point, you'll get tired of it.
Yeah. So yeah.
Is what do you call it? X? Is X one of them, or is he different?
X is different.
Okay, so that's good. Something we should consider is how they interact with our riders. Not something we need to consider for Showa yet, but it's definitely one of the things that puts up a lot of the later Heisei monsters for me. Like the relationship with the rider.
Oh yeah, our talk about V3 reminded me of a funny anecdote relating to our favorite Kamen Rider Jean. So you know how
What is it?
You know how she uses the Kujaku Y stamp and the Turtle Y stamp?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are based individually on ZX and on V3. Both Kamen Riders known for losing their sisters.
Oh God.
God.
Next gene power is gonna be Axel based.
Oh.
God. Wait, what riders have lost their sisters? Okay, Axel. The two you said. Yeah, that's gonna go into a big tangent. Never mind. Let's keep going.
Okay, yeah. Next up are the Beastmen, which are technically separated into both Gedan and Gronder Empire Beastmen, but they're the same thing.
Yeah, I think we should put them in A for. Actually, can we make a W for Warhammer armies?
No.
Yeah.
Boo.
No. There are also Beastmen are not just specific to Warhammer.
Fine.
Yeah.
Prude.
So, what's the judgment?
And this is again, it's still
They're pretty boring again.
villains kidnap people, turn them into masters, yada yada yada. It's still the same thing, but I would actually at least say the designs are so much more involved and detailed. Like, look at the prototype.
They're so stupid compared to the other ones. They
Fucking
look so dumb.
try and tell me that you don't love fucking crocodile beastmen. Look at this little beautiful.
He looks like a bad version of Baby Godzilla.
Look at this little baby boy.
Yes, that's what makes him charming, me. Don't be a fucking boomer.
But it was like
Fine.
they.
Fine.
Home, please turn off boomer mode.
Okay, yeah. Boomer mode
What
activate.
do you mean? Aw, he's so cute. I just want a little plushie of him. Put them in A tier. Come on.
Okay, now back to brain.
It's such a shitty little design. I mean, how is he meant to be terrified? Like, monsters should be scary. They should be threatening.
No,
What?
Okay. I have a counter argument. Compared to maybe aside from the followers of God, I look at them and I don't immediately think it's just a shitty fursuit.
Yes.
You're right. You know why? Because a shitty scaly suit.
No. No.
So what would Mole Beastman classify? He's neither scaly nor furry.
He's a skinny?
Human?
Just feels wrong. You know what? Never mind. Let's keep going.
Also look at the Gronder Empire Beastmen, but ignore True Zero the Great. Please ignore him.
The wiki doesn't separate them.
Yes, it
doesn't.
You have to click on the actual get out and Gronder Empire. You have to click on separate because
Why are there greed for all of these?
don't worry about it. Also, again,
Are we gonna mention the ruler?
please ignore True Zero the Great. Please ignore him. You're only talking about the monsters. We can ignore him.
That is definitely the biggest monster I've seen in Kamen Rider.
We can ignore him. We're gonna talk about him later. Don't worry about it. But yeah, if you look at also their designs, they still.
Why are their heads so big?
I actually look at them and they look like a bit like fucked up beasts. So I would at least put them in D. At least.
What the fuck is this Mushroom Beast Man looks so cursed. Oh my god.
I'll put them in D.
Hey, he's back.
Is he?
No, I'm dead.
Oh no, he's dead. We have to go on our Kamen Rider Ghost Revival arc to bring him back to life.
You know what? Also, Beb, why did you move them into D from E? The strong Kaijin.
Oh, sorry. I went to move the beast. I apologize.
Also, you know what? I retract my statement. I'm gonna say they're E, but they're high E.
Who, Beastmen?
Yeah, the Beastmen, because in the end they're still the same thing. Just the same thing, but it's
but funny.
Better designed animals, but still animals, so I'm gonna put them in high E. I was getting a bit too ahead of myself because I was looking at the mole and the crocodile beastmen.
You know, I think Kamen Rider is really missed out by not having vehicle-based villains. Even the Roid Mutes aren't
awesome.
What?
What? You said
Moving
pause.
on.
I paused.
What?
I'm so confused. What?
Yes, this is chaos. Good start.
Moving on, we have the Kaijin, which are technically separated into the followers of Black Satan, which is actually we have the Majin, which are part of Delta.
I can't believe we're already covering Super Sentai, guys.
But,
what's the deal with that?
I want to separate them, but Wiki doesn't know what the Majin are, so they're the same thing. I'm sorry.
So what's the difference between them? You can say it to the viewers.
Well, you see, the followers of Black Satan were cyborgs created by the great leader of Black Satan. Meant to be his followers to spread his brain spiders into everybody.
His what?
His brain spiders.
Well,
I am fully
Showa was
serious.
fucked up. The Cold War was... It just had an effect on people, huh?
However...
Did Japan have anything to do with the Cold War?
I don't know. However, after a while, the Black Satan organization gets defeated, and they are replaced by the Delzer army, who are kind of quote-unquote supposed to be like the ones behind every organization up till then.
Oh, I remember that. And then, like, nothing comes of them, right?
No, you're thinking of Badon. That's from ZX. That's different.
Oh, okay, sorry. Oh, wait, was this the one where the Kamen Riders hold hands and they stop the nuke?
The what?
The nuke. Like, they're all
Also,
like, they jump into the nuke and they stop it.
Also, we gotta talk about, if we're gonna talk about...
That's V3.
Okay, never mind.
Also, if we're gonna talk about... Also, we're gonna talk about the guys. We also gotta talk about the man with the biggest drip in all of Showa. Titan.
Mr.
So
Titan.
that's my favorite character from Mega Man. Holy shit. That's actually a sick design. Like, it's simple, but it's really good.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, I could imagine that in, like, a modern series. Like, Advice to the Villains or something. He just needs, like, a little hat.
Yeah, Titan with a hat would be sick. Like with like a little like a bowler hat.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You call him Wonder of You.
Ooh, nice, nice. So,
Moving on.
Is there like a big difference between like the Majin and Kaijin, like fundamentally, or are they basically like the more of the same?
It's just a thematic thing, right? Because like
they have a completely different fucking design philosophy. They're all designed as if they were generals.
Oh,
all of them? That can't be a good army structure.
No, they're a council. They're a council of demons.
Oh, they're like a co-op.
Yeah.
That's progressive.
Basically, think of the 12 or 10 or whatever they were from Mystic Force.
Okay, so.
Oh, we are the Power Rangers. We are the Power Rangers. Mystic Force.
Nice. Put him somewhere in the background. He deserves to be there. He's a cool guy. Okay. Let's do some changes.
Wait. Move him just a little bit so his finger points at S+ rank. S+ tier.
Okay,
give me a moment to...
This is so bad already. It's gonna be horrible by the end.
Okay,
No!
You know what?
Put scissors back! Actually, never mind. This is good.
What we're gonna do, instead, Pep, would you be so kind as to, with the power of editing, use this image to represent Majin? And just move it in there.
Why that image? It doesn't represent Majin at all.
That's the only one that didn't have the white background on the wiki. And I didn't want to use the great boss of Delzer army.
It looks like that weird, like, I think it was like a
you...
Reaper monster that was in the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I think it was like an American exclusive
monster. If you want to use the great boss, you can use him instead.
Look, the Majin...
What the fuck?
The Majin...
You can't tell what that is!
Look, the Majin technically don't even count as monsters because, as I said, they're basically all general ranks.
Yeah, but if you
monsters.
But do you want to consider them like different monsters? Do you want to, or
not really?
Okay, so they're
out of respect for the agency.
So like the difference between like the Kaijin and Majin is like the same difference between Yami and Yami and Greed, right?
Yeah, but you see, you have to consider the Jin diaspora, right?
The what?
What?
Never mind. Don't worry. Some people will get that joke.
So where would we rate the Kaijin then? Like, I look at their designs and their designs are real cool.
I like the whole thing of like Kaijin, like the machine humany people being at the bottom, and then imagine the magical versions of that being at the top. I really like that. I think that's pretty fun. I put them pretty high. Just concept alone.
Like,
I'll put them in B because they actually get stronger as the series progresses.
When did you change B to God?
Why not?
But
Okay.
then there's no B. We need a B.
No, God is
Oh,
B.
God!
God, more like bod.
We need a B so we can determine what is the bussy.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut the fuck up! Shut up and die!
Nice.
Like fucking babysitting children.
Could you?
Thank you.
I'm good with this. Yeah.
Okay, we talked too much positivity, and we gotta talk about new Shocker Kaijin.
It's Shocker.
Wait,
But new.
is it now new? Yeah, it's new Shocker now.
It's
Oh no.
it's everything you liked, but again. Big
Yo! Holy shit!
We can't keep doing this.
Now, Pep, why would you do that? Why would you put the Neo Shocker, the better Shocker Kaijin, below everything else?
Cause they're in Sky Rider.
Yes.
But I need the real reason.
Because they suck. They are Shocker, but worse in every way.
Much like Sky Rider as a whole.
But like, a bit more into detail, so it's like, so we're not just pointing at the thing and saying you're bad. You gotta explain a bit
That's
how
what it
that's
is.
bad.
But
Worse.
that's what
That
it
gives
is.
you everything that you need to know.
Oh, it's that. Oh God.
Oh no, what is it?
Are they dumber? Are they like more boring or what?
It's just them trying to do Shocker again, but it's
But
It's
bad.
bad.
You know how Sky Rider is to original Rider. That's all you need to know.
God. Holy shit! I thought we could at least hang on this a bit more, but Jesus fucking Christ. Okay,
Also,
No.
I like this exact same like bat monster in the exact same pose. That's fun. I like that.
now let's move on to the Dogma and Jin Dogma Kaijin. Let's start with like I separated them
dogs.
because I separated them, but I want to ask: are they like any different?
Yes, there are two different organizations because Dogma was an empire, and then it fell apart, and then Jin Dogma was formed as a splinter cell, which actually was working against Dogma Empire.
But like the monsters, are they different in any way?
Yes, the Dogma monsters are based on animals. Jin Dogma monsters are based on objects.
Yeah, it's in the name. Dogma, dog. Gin Dogma, gin and tonic.
No, it's Dogma and Jin Dog shit. What?
That's good. That's good.
Nice, good job. Yeah, like. Also, I will also say that the Jin Dogma have some really good names. Like I'm a big fan of Red Danger, Mechroller, Coma Thunder.
You're a big fan of the Red Danger, eh?
Yay!
I
It's a
was
siren
right
or
on
red
stream.
light.
I don't get it.
Fucking COD in 1080p.
Also, I'm a big fan of where is it? Keyman Joe. Keyman Joe is pretty good. Like I would say the Jin Dogma are like the winners of like the funniest designs in the Showa. They just
And
hit
that's
it.
a big prize considering Showa designs.
Yeah, look at this. Where's the one?
Meme.
Where's the one that's
Meme. There is one of the
Is he a
most.
key? Is he a lock? What's his
I
deal?
would like to introduce you to Hashigorn, who is based on ladders.
Show him the soap. Show him the soap, man.
Okay, where is he? There he is! Let me introduce you to Shuban Rum, the monster that is based on soap.
They were. Which rider is this for again?
Super 1.
Ah, yeah. So basically, I understand now why they cast Super
no,
One's
no, no.
actor.
Now let me tell you my favorite one, my actual favorite one. Welcome,
Doing some dumb bullshit, running away with the fans' money. I
Welcome.
can see how to apply it here.
meme. Welcome to Videon.
was just a guy in a spandex suit covered in cardboard. It's not even like
MTV.
well-painted cardboard.
So good. It's so good.
His hand! Why is his hand like that? If he's holding it normally, the hand, it's got like the recording behind him upside down.
Okay, Mew. But what about Coco and B, big refrigerator.
What was going through their heads? I'm so confused.
They were drinking that good juice.
God damn.
But yeah, I look at them and then I look at like the normal Dogma Kaijin, and they're just so not that. They're
I mean, Meme. We are talking about the Rider series, which in the intro has the quote, "His 7 hands of love."
Yeah, like I'm sorry, like some of the designs, like
Where did the extra 3 come from?
the actual normal Dogma Kaijin are so boring. Like, I would say they have even less detail and stuff going on than the Beastmen from Amazon.
I thought you liked the Beastmen.
Yeah, but I like them decently. But, like, the Dogma Kaijin have even less going on. So, yeah, but Jin Dogma is going B, though. They're funny as fuck. Like, Videon. Fucking Videon.
That's like a... what's the one Turbo Ranger is based off of? Car Ranger. That's a Car Ranger monster.
It's so good. It's so good.
See, but you see, Meme, Car Ranger monsters are intentionally funny.
Okay, no. These cannot have not been intentionally funny.
Don't tell me that Keyman Joe was not intentionally funny.
Yeah. Like, no sane human being would make fucking Keyman Joe.
It was a different time.
Also, why does he look like a lock if he's Keyman Joe? And why is his name Joe?
His name is Joe, come on. Don't discriminate.
He's named after the mightiest man alive, Joe Malone.
How's the... I can't believe this is what happened after Megalobox Vagabond. Nomad? Yeah, Megalobox Nomad.
No, where'd you get Vagabond? We're not talking about... Anyway, moving on. We have the basically non-existent...
So dumb!
Now we're moving on to the monsters with the least screen time of them all. The unfortunate droids.
The hemorrhoids.
Is there anything to them? Is there actually anything to them?
Well, I know many
Maybe
bodybuilders use their help to gain a better figure.
We need Pep to explain. What is the deal with the droids?
So, Kamen Rider ZX was a kind of a special that was meant to be like an anniversary for Rider. Except they made one special and that was it. And like, they were facing against the Badon, which was like the big conglomeration of like the survivors from all the villain organizations. They were the original Foundation X.
Shit! Wait, new theory unlocked.
Except that never went anywhere, like Foundation X. So,
You say that, but Phoenix is right here, right now.
We don't forget our crackpot theory that is 100% true. Don't worry about it.
There is nothing crackpot about it anymore.
Y'all haven't watched episode 17.
Oh boy.
What's up? So yeah, where do we put the droids? What do we do with them?
We give them hemorrhoids.
Yo, but where are
Put
they?
them in H tier for hemorrhoids.
You know what? I feel like they could hang out. Like, they only showed up for like one episode, but I don't feel as much animosity toward them as Neo Shocker.
I don't think there's anything to feel like animosity towards Neo Shocker. They're just so nothing.
But Pep is the ultimate dictator for now.
Of course, yeah.
Oh!
He has hemorrhoids now.
God, okay, okay. At least put them
Supervise.
At least put them above Neo Shocker. Yeah,
Come on.
So like to the right. No.
No, not like that.
Not like that.
Oh God, no!
Like-
what is he doing now?
That's what I meant. So okay, also
Alright.
since we're here, we can also discuss. Okay, what do we have? We have it set up so that's I would also put what we did. That's the normal dog, but I would put them above basic chakra because at least they have. Oh, what was it? Yes, No, not like that. That's what I mean. Right next to them, yeah.
He's gonna keep doing that, every time you say it.
And then I look at the B, and let's keep B as it is. B is good. B as it is good.
God.
It's good. Wait.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
What did he do?
Okay.
What did he do?
Look at the stream.
I am looking at the stream. I don't see anything.
You're blind. And now we're moving on to the Gorgon Kaijin from Kamen Rider Black. Like, this to me seems like them doing, like, classic Shocker Kaijin again. But this time
But good.
But good, yeah.
This time they had a budget.
Yes.
This time, they're almost threatening villains in Rider.
And design-wise, they're incredible. They actually feel terrifying. Just looking at them.
As for spooky,
And they be spooky. And also, like, there are still, like, humans that were transformed into monsters, but at least those monsters look fucked up.
And also, it's like the first time in so many series that it actually, the main Rider is one of them. So it has its own, like return to form in that sense. So I think I'm pretty okay with it there.
Yeah.
so as for spooky,
Yeah.
They're big spooky, big cool. Yeah, I guess that's it. It's like, they're the classics, but they're the improved ones.
Spooky, scary. What are they called again?
Where would you put them? They're
High B.
Gorgon
High
Kaijin.
B.
I would say high B.
Spook,
I don't know if they're
spooky,
I don't
scary,
know. Okay,
Gorgon.
I wouldn't say they're above Starfish Hitler, but like Followers of God. But I would put them like right below Followers of God. They're pretty good. Like design wise, just truly feeling like monsters.
God bless Starfish Hitler.
And now, next up are what I would actually argue are like the best monsters of all of Showa, which is the Crisis Empire Kaijin. Because it's the first fucking time they're not just humans that were transformed into monsters.
yes,
They're just aliens. Yeah, there's aliens, and that's cool. And like
There are
this-
some robots among them.
I mean, yeah,
Some
because
are robots.
this is like a return to like what was it with the Followers of God, and maybe some others where they're actually like segmented into like their own things.
Well, no, followers of God weren't segmented. They were
Yeah.
like the Greek mythology ones, and then there was like the private army of King Dark.
So this would say like this is the first time where you have different armies of the main antagonists.
Yeah.
So like that to me is like just gives them so much more depth, and just
You
their
see that more
design.
common-
I thought we were
Sentai.
saying not like including the organizations behind the monsters, like just the monsters themselves.
No, I mean it's still part of it because they are basically soldiers in a sense. They're part of an army, so we gotta talk about their structure, and that is somewhat related. Like I'm not talking about the heads of the organization and what it's about because that's not
Okay, fine.
But yeah, like they also have again the best designs. There's just so many, just like genuinely like weird ones. Like especially when you look at the what was it the strange alien life forms, and just their designs are so creepy and just out there. It's incredible, just fantastic. So I would put them in A. I would actually put them in A because just how cool they are. What about you? But can you say a bit more?
I mean, do I say more about the monsters? Because I don't know what more to say about the monsters.
Like they're cool.
Without
That's what I
talking
would say.
about the organization itself.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about the others. It's just the monsters. Like yeah, they're aliens, but like they have their own armies and like their own themes behind the armies. So they all feel so unique to themselves, and just they truly feel like they look different from each other because they have different like basis for their designs, but they still feel like they're part of an army. They still feel like they belong all together. I feel like that's cool. So I would put them. I don't know if it's A is cool because we have still a lot to go through. So I would put them in A for now.
It's fine. It's fine.
And now we go to the weird ones, where we have the weird ones from not the series, but just from weird specials and movies that came out in between Showa and Heisei. So we have now we have cyborg soldiers from Shin Kamen Rider Prologue.
Look at that fucking sculpted face shit.
Yeah, again, it's like this time there's not a big selection. It's just
S plus were sculpted as fuck.
Yeah, like there's not a big selection, but what there is just terrifying, just absolutely horrifying,
including Shin.
Yeah, because Shin is included in this because there's multiple Shins technically. But yeah, this I think it's all on you, Pep.
Well,
the C for we don't know. Just put them in the middle.
C for cock.
Yes, they have a huge cock. Yeah, now we have Neonoids.
I don't know anything about this. I haven't seen Zio. Is
Zio. Okay, yeah. On the wiki, like, you know, I don't know also about them, but I know that they were designed by Keita Amemiya of Garo fame, and they look sick as fuck, so I'll put them at least in B.
I'm surprised Meme didn't make a Nendoroids joke.
Low-hanging fruit.
What?
Yeah, just put them in B. Somewhere in B, I don't know. In the back, because we don't know about them, so just in the back. And probably same with Fog, because again, they're from J, and we don't know much about J, but it still all looks real cool.
What's
like,
your
visually.
swear burns?
What?
No, I will not.
Fog.
Fog. It's an O, not an A.
Fog you.
Fog you.
This
Yeah,
is
that's
desperate.
it.
This is
And so-
people being desperate for comedy.
Like us. We're also desperate for comedy.
Yes.
You want to see a comedy? Go see Del Arte. Let's move on.
Now we move on to finally to something with much
Where-
more depth and something we can talk about, which is the Heisei.
Hey,
monsters.
say.
And just to turn, in order to make this Heisei part of this more interesting, we're going to be going backwards down. What do you think, guys?
No. And to start off Heisei,
I tried.
and we start off Heisei with an immediate S+, just instantly S+, Grongi. Like,
Yes.
Can I put them in B because their name is funny?
Especially untransformed.
yes,
Untransformed.
because they look like they all look like fucking rave goths. Untransformed. Or at least okay. Basically, this is the same thing where you have a different like
It's different
tiers.
ranks.
There are different ranks to Grongi, and they have because out of all the monsters, they feel like the most like they have their own culture, and they feel like the most realized out of all the monsters. They even have their own.
Probably because they're the only ones that are a culture and not an army.
Yeah,
No, there are a couple others. Like the Fangars are meant to have their own culture.
They even have their own language.
I suppose. Yeah.
They even
And
have
also
their own
the
language.
Inves. But you don't really get to see much of the Inves and the Overlord's whole thing.
I don't think Inves have a
Also the
culture.
Orphanox.
I don't think Inves other than the Overlords have a culture.
Okay, I guess fair enough.
But
But like the Orphanox also.
But like for like example of culture is like, why are they attacking people? Was because they have their own ritual. That's part of their
Don't
culture.
spoil it for me.
I'm not going into details, but it's all part of their culture. Everything.
Don't
they're
worry,
doing.
I have my headphones off. I'm not hearing any of this.
Like part of
Like
what's good about Kuga is you don't know what the fuck the Grongi are doing.
Yeah, because they have their
There's
own
gonna be some
language.
fun commentary.
They have their own language, and you can
Anyway,
see them.
moving on.
Wait,
the
no,
Grongi,
no,
what
no,
tier
no,
do you guys
no.
still go to? B
We're
tier?
still talking about them. Just
I agree, home. B tier
Wait,
does sound good.
shut the fuck up.
I heard that one through my headphones.
No, what
Like,
I
I
wanted to
wasn't
say.
even wearing them.
What I wanted to say is, it's like Grongi have their own language, and you can see like with the individual Grongi and how they're adapting to to humanity and like their language. And like some Grongi are more of a boomers where they don't like fuck humanity, they never use it. While others are just more accepting and they more like are easier to insert themselves into into Japanese society. And it's just
If the plural is Grongi, does that mean that the singular is Grongus?
Grongai.
Grongus.
Boo!
But no, easy as boss, easy. And now,
And now,
And
for
now,
Hope's favorites.
Diet Grongi.
Lord conceptually were really cool,
Another
incredibly cool.
Another group of monsters where you don't know what the fuck they're doing, but this time you don't figure it out.
Isn't there a subtitled version? Like
no,
with them, where you know the
with
language?
With Lords, it's not that they have a different language. It's not that. It's that their motivations don't make sense and seemingly change from episode to episode.
There is one consistent rule they have, but it's taught to you one time very badly, so badly you don't actually catch on.
They have one consistent rule that they have. I say consistent, yet it was broken multiple times.
Now, see, they're just a race of wild cards. You know, like Charlie from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Like I don't
That's
want to
all.
spoil you technically, but like before, basically, there are like white blood cells that are like that are there to clean out any like diseases and shit. Technically, like which you would call them, and they're like okay.
You know what? Fuck it.
That sounds like a spoiler.
Let's just tell him. Let's just tell him. We'll explain it better than Akito does.
Yes.
No,
So
no, my ears are closed. Blah, 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 blah.
Remember, Agito is an Inoue show, so we're doing you a favor.
No, I like shows mostly.
You won't say that after Agito and Hibiki.
Oh man, I gotta finish watching Hibiki. I got to like episode 5 and I stopped.
You're still in the good part.
Me.
God bless.
You'll either find out now or you'll never find out. That's the
Ah,
deal you
I'll never
have here.
find out. It'll be funnier.
Okay, I have a perfect explanation that won't spoil anything.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Lords are Inoue's attempt at angels from Eva, but he fucks up.
Oh,
And
is that not just the undead?
No.
no,
Come on. Ah, okay, fine.
Undead are a lot more successful. A lot more successful. And with that, Lords belong in the D. Because at least their designs are cool. And at times,
I like that we have like very separately lords and overlords. It's funny.
and at times like the Lords.
Overlord is very funny.
And there are some episodes where the Lords actually feel threatening, and they are still cool. So I'll put them in D. Now, next up are mirror monsters.
Can we put this in like at least B tier? Because the mirror monsters are so cool.
And
Are they?
they're
They're not the monsters themselves, but their function in the story and in the world of Ryuki, I love.
mirror monsters are, again, we have very simple monsters, are insanely simple, and you don't much to talk about. But in here, it's actually better because the story doesn't focus on the monsters; it mainly focuses on the Rider conflict. And so, if the monsters were a lot more detailed, they had a lot more going on, they would just get in the way of the story.
Yeah, and the thing of like how the monsters are just like they're basically just batteries to power the real monsters of the series, which are just other people.
And
Which I think makes them really cool.
I would also say like their simplicity is also the power. Also, the way how simple they are actually makes them more terrifying because like there is nothing behind them; it's just all instinct.
Yeah, they just want to eat.
Oh,
Which gets
And then also like the lore for why they're like that. Like when you find out the end of Ryuki with what's his name, Yui's brother.
and then the last 5 episodes really deliver.
Yeah, like it's so cool.
Yeah, so like I would put them in B. I would actually put them.
How about C for contract?
That's a good one.
Yeah,
No, but
I
that's
see-
too low. That's too low.
That's too long. I would, like they
Just
don't
the
have
way-
much going on.
I guess, but then they also have really good names. Like
You know what?
Evil
High
Diver.
C. I would say high C, because I still
Yeah,
like
C for cope. Let's go.
C because aside from like the last
Shut up.
ones, I don't really remember that much. Like there are
Okay, yeah, that is fair. I can't even. I actually can't remember any of the Ryuki monsters other than the ones that got contracts.
yeah. So it's like
don't you remember the dragoons?
The dragoons.
dragoons.
The blue ones.
I mean, yeah, they're the last ones. We said the last ones.
Wait, what are the dragoons?
The last ones.
And they said, wait.
The flying ones. The flying blue ones.
Oh yeah, those are so cool. Yeah, I
That's
remember
what I
those.
said. Yeah, those are the only ones at the end. That's why I was like, but I said from them I don't remember anything. Just like
Yeah, and
they all just mesh.
what about
together.
Genocide? Genocider was sick.
I don't remember.
What? It's the stupid one that's like 3 mixed together.
But that's still contract monsters, and I feel like it's a bit
Alright,
separate.
fair enough, yeah.
It's a bit
Yeah.
separate. But okay. And now we have the boys.
Let's go!
Again, this is something I would say is consistent with me for fights. It's just like
Don't you dare! I will beat
no.
you to death.
not something consistent with me for fights where the designs are so cool they kind of held up some of the shortcomings of fights. So like I would say there are some shortcomings with Orphanok. Like they say they're all culture, but it doesn't feel really all that defined. But I don't give a fuck because their designs are the sickest.
I want to add on to that like, not just designs, I like the idea of Orphanox and how we see Orphanox throughout the series, at least like early on in the series, because later on, as it goes on, I think we lose him more and more. The fact that Orphanok aren't just like people turned into monsters, they feel like people who have been turned into monsters, you know?
And also they feel like unique compared to all the other instances of people turned into monsters.
Because we actually like see them get to like deal with the fact that they've been turned into monsters and see like how they cope with being completely different from humans and being ostracized from human society.
Maybe because the process of turning them into monsters does not automatically involve getting evil brain juice put into you.
Yeah, it's just, being like, what do you call it? Discriminated by, not discriminated, that's not the right word. Like being fucked over by society afterwards is what made them all evil.
And also even more, I would say like they have a unique way of them getting fucked over, and that's because they have such a short lifespan.
Yeah.
Because the more they use their powers, the more shorter their lifespan is, which it's not like, oh, we just get lower by like a few months. No. Like, you overdo it and you're dead next week. Which, like, compared to like let's look at a show where you get captured, you get turned into a monster, you get evil brain juice, but hey, you're at least part of an army. You're part of like a cool group that has these.
You're just a fucking Amazon worker. You're just an Amazon delivery worker at that point.
Because in Showa, there is a group that specifically turns you into a monster. With Orphanok, you can just fucking fall off, like you can stumble on the fucking stairs, crack your neck, and then wake up, you're a monster.
Yeah.
And like you stub your toe and suddenly your heart is on fire.
God, that visual was so cool. I completely forgot about it.
And basically, like, there's no one to support you unless you have smart brain. Like those guys specifically go like and look out for you.
Yeah, and even then they what's the word? They take advantage of all the Orphanoks because the Orphanoks don't have anyone else.
And even then, like, they don't treat you as well as fucking Chakra would.
Yeah, you're just like an asset. And then also like how, again, with like that relationship with Faiz himself being an Orphanok adds such another level of depth to him fighting the monsters.
Also, don't be surprised if we spoil everything. Don't worry about it, guys. Spoilers ahead.
Yeah,
You're
sorry,
not
guys.
missing out.
Oh yeah, but yeah, like I absolutely love it, and how like that's an expression of his own self-hatred, like him hating the Orphanok so much. And like it's not an Orphanok specific thing, but like, I think that applies to them. Like
there's a lot of stuff. Like the only thing I would say like is I feel like it was a bit like too much for the Orphanok. That wasn't necessary. It was their king, the Orphanok king, and all that shit.
The Orphanok king was the stupidest thing in all of Faiz. It makes zero sense.
Like should have left him in that building.
Like the Orphanok king would have if he didn't exist, the show would have been better.
Yeah, like just make the final villain Kiba, and it would be
Yeah, just like again, this is another instance of trying to add more details and add more stuff that where it's not
needed. Thing is, he didn't add any details. He just like, oh yeah, there's this king guy. And then he didn't say anything else.
That's what I mean. He adds something to like, okay, I'm gonna add this one thing to like give more detail to these monsters, but he doesn't specify anything.
He's like a bad version of Gantz's Rider.
Oh, yeah. Like their designs are cool. Like the idea behind them is cool. Like again, the designs like specify. Whoever was on staff that had the idea of to not give them any color, just have them be monochrome.
I figured it was
Give
an
that-
accident.
Like even the like that just added so much like identity and uniqueness to the Orphanok.
I think especially since like one of the main thing with all the Fies Riders is that their colors, that their like single color pops so much. Like that dichotomy is really cool.
So like for the sick design, and just like there's not too much culture, but just a bit about it. I would put them. Not gonna lie,
they've got like a workplace culture kind of culture,
Yeah.
and that it's not really a culture at all.
I would put them in A. What do you think? I would put them in A.
Yeah, I'd solidly put them in A too.
What do you think, Pep? I know you're the Fies hater, but still. It's like, your opinion still matters, and so it's like, what do you think?
Yeah, you're valid.
I'll put them in A if you give me snacks.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
You won't actually. Let me go get the snacks right now. I'll make sure they're extra crunchy.
Hell yeah. Yeah, like this, but yeah, like A, but not above Crisis Empire Kaijin. They're still real cool. Again, the Orphanok King, it just kind of pushes it down a bit. Okay, Meme, you got the stacks? You got the snacks?
Yep.
God! Did you break glass?
Did you make Lego bricks?
What do you mean? They're just snacks.
It sounded like glass. Ah! Jesus fucking Christ.
Wait, Don't you like the sound of these snacks?
What is that?
You know,
How about this?
I don't want those snacks. You can.
No, put them back in A. Come on, don't be mean.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Don't put them below Mirror Monsters. Come on.
Okay, Home, but I have a question. What
What
do I
is
get?
it?
There you go, I
It's
have them.
You get a pat on the head and a kiss on the cheek.
Aww.
Ah, come on!
Oh god.
Okay. I'll be nice to you. I'll be very nice to you.
Oh shit, that's a big one from home.
I'll be the nicest person I can be. And I will give a Precure an actual shot.
Oh shit.
Okay.
I
Where
swear.
You started. Where you started.
With the original.
Nah,
God bless.
I'm
We're
not
talking
gonna
about
put you
Precure.
through that.
Okay,
What?
how about... What was it? Splash was the third one?
Yes.
What's the Netflix one?
I'll go with Splash. Okay, I'll start with Splash, because you said some good things about that one.
Okay.
Okay, hey, let's go. And now, after Fives, we have The Undead.
The Undead.
Which
They're
there's
certainly something.
There's something, indeed.
Something.
But
I feel like it's kind of unfair that you put Joker in the image.
Yeah, see, the problem with the Undead is that I think as a whole, they're pretty uninteresting and bland, but they're like specific Undead that are really, really cool. Because
like,
they're
I
so...
would say the idea behind the Undead is a lot cooler than them as a group.
Yeah.
Because
Also,
it's like it's like the battle royale of the monsters.
Yeah. And I also like love the human undead. Like just that as a concept is so cool to me.
Yeah, and it's like, and when there's only one Joker, when there's only Joker left, the apocalypse happens, i.e., Ryuki happens.
Yeah, actually, yeah, basically.
But even more fucked up because there is no end to them. There's literally no end to them. With the weird monsters, you see me like there is enough ambiguity so where you could actually take them all out. There is enough ambiguity to that, but with the undead, no.
Infinite monster glitch. Any percent speed run.
I wonder what would have happened if they killed Hajime as well.
Fuck.
I don't know if Hajime is killable by that point.
Isn't that the plot of Missing Ace?
No, it's not. They sealed away Hajime.
Yeah, they sealed him away. I mean, again,
which was the original plan, but
also isn't the idea that undead are again undead? They're unkillable. They can only be sealed.
Yeah,
you know what I meant.
I didn't realize what you meant.
Yeah, when you say kill something that's unkillable, like what? What are you talking about?
Which is weird, because then we have like monsters that are made to be unkillable. Now that I think about it, because we had those like specific synthetic monsters that were made to be immortal.
Also, theoretically, now there is a way to kill an undead. I'm not gonna go into it, but
is it Zio?
Geo.
Is it Geo?
I'll say it like this, Homer. If you wanna think about the method, I'll say it like that. Sukuna.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
That's a word.
But how? How would they? How would they? I'll say I'm more cautious of Geo than I was before. That's all I'll say. But I was thought that they're cool, like the idea behind them, and their edgy designs also just tingle my heart just the right way. Just, I would say B.
B for bondage. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, put them above the Neonoids and the fog.
God
Definitely.
bless the bondage ninja. No, sorry, zebra.
Okay, yeah, okay. You know what? Put them, what is it? I would say put them, above the, Gorom Kaijin. Put them above the Gorom Kaijin. The bondage is that good, you know it is. Like, yeah. Not. Starfish Hitler is unbeatable, no.
Sticks and stones, baby.
My
favorite part of JoJo, Starfish Hitler is unbeatable.
And now we have another group that I would actually put into Supervise, Makamo, which is the group of monsters that I'm the angriest about.
Wait, what is Makamo? I don't recognize them. Are
they're
they
from Hibiki? Yeah, because their lore, they had the best lore, the best design.
They're yokai, aren't they?
Yeah,
they're so cool.
They're cooler yokai. That's the thing. Like, such cool lore. It's so
why they
interesting.
Supervise?
Inoue.
Aww.
Yes. Just I've never seen.
No, but how? Because the cinematography and everything surrounding the way
the
they're
last
shot makes them
episode
look
of
so
Hibiki
cool.
is the worst episode in all of Kamen Rider.
Oh boy!
Don't you love Bolivian army endings?
Don't I love what endings?
Bolivian army endings.
Oblivion army endings?
Somebody doesn't read TV tropes.
Oblivion. I read TV tropes constantly. I've never heard of Oblivion armies.
It's just so much of the lore just gets thrown into the fucking waste. Just so much of the intrigue. Just it gets boring.
It gets thrown into the summer.
It goes
Bolivian arming.
It goes from boring answers to these questions to just insultingly bad. Just holy shit. I don't want to linger on them too much. They're the worst. They're the actual fucking worst. Not in the sense of their Neo Chakra levels of bad. Just they made me the angriest because I felt betrayed by the promise of the coolest thing in the world. So actually, let's move on to the actual coolest thing in the world, worms.
The people with no names, Nama Ebonai.
People with no names.
That's fine.
No, you already did. Sorry.
I know that's Spies, but you forgot the inside joke.
Oh, come on.
Worms again. It's not a type of apocalyptic level monsters, but this time it sells it.
See, in my opinion, I think worms before the final arc of
the final
Kabuto.
Final arc kind of knocks them down a peg, but they're still.
I
so
like
cool.
the idea behind it, but there's just some things that felt a bit off. I don't know. They are really cool. I do like
cool.
the separation between the natives and the colonial worms. I thought that was pretty cool too.
And again, it's not an instance of like the monsters truly feeling terrifying, both like in concept and in design specifically.
And especially with what we learn later on, like it makes it such like a Clockwork Orange sort of like monster. I love it. Like everyone could be a worm. You have no idea.
Your dad's a worm.
Just like the horror.
Yeah.
Just how
But that's also the fact that they're not all like evil monsters. Like they're people who want to survive, and they'll do anything to survive. I think that makes them really cool.
And yeah, and because they're terrifying, because when you see fucking hundreds of them.
Oh yeah. And then there's that shot in the opening, which is also so good, where it's like just has all these people walking around, like the thing, like the whatever it is going over them. You can see like the worms in their place.
Yeah. Also, like the way, like it's not like again. I love also series where the grunts and like the specific monsters are not like separate things. They're the same, because the more powered up the normal like monsters of the week are just evolved grunts.
Yeah. What was the deal with that one who could stop time?
Yeah, Roid Boots. Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, that comes. Yeah, all in due time, all in order.
But I do love Roid Boots.
Yeah, we'll talk about them later. Yeah, like what did you want to say, Meme?
I don't remember. What was I saying?
Wait, let me just increase brain capacity from -5 to -4. Will that help?
Yeah.
Did it help?
I think I've said everything I wanted to say, honestly.
Okay, back to -5.
+2 +2.
What did you say, Pep?
I wanted to ask him what was 2 +2, but then you changed the setting. And it was too late.
5.
Now I'm sad.
Easy, come on. Harder
Okay,
question, please.
Okay, it's all good. So yeah,
Don't insult my intelligence like this.
I'm stuck between A and S because I really love the worms.
And then also the best writer, not the best, one of the best, two of the best writers in fucking Kabuto are also worms. That's another big plus for them.
Yeah, again, I'm stuck between A and S, but I'm leaning more towards S.
I have a solution for you.
Oh, no.
I think high A.
You need to stop that. You need to stop that.
You have a problem.
That.
This is an intervention, Pep.
No, delete it.
Oh god, he's making another one.
Come on, delete it. Come on.
Jesus Christ.
That needs to be a limit. Pep, come on.
No, this is good.
This is the last one. Otherwise, I will run out of space. So we have hit the limit.
Every time you make a new category, she's unleashed more and more.
No, please, no. Come on. Come on.
I think ass is okay. We accept just one.
Come on.
More. But this one is okay. But Pep, your gag.
What gag?
It's hidden.
There's no gag.
Never mind.
There's no big funnies.
Also, I feel like there are...
But funnily enough, it is time to break up the gag.
Come on.
Fuck.
Come on.
Yeah.
Wait,
the worms are
no,
good.
not
the
now.
Worms are good. The worms are
Yes,
good.
now.
Come on.
2006
Home,
is the
look
year.
at the screen.
You know what? Fuck you. Put them in ass. Put them in ass instead of the worms.
Let's go.
You made your bet. Now lie in it. They belong in the ass. And put worms where they belong in the S.
Wait, can you put them between S and ass, like on the line?
Do you guys even know who this is?
I know. But Meme doesn't.
I don't. I just know it's funny gold man.
Let's just say he's one of the reasons why Pep likes Pretty Cure Splash.
Star.
Oh boy.
Splash Star.
Did he make him Pretty Cure Splash?
Splash Star.
No. He's the only one to resist the Pretty Cure Splash.
Oh, is he the muscle guy who beats off the the laser on with just his muscles?
Oh, like he gets caught in the finisher and then he flexes it off. And then dies anyway, but whatever.
God.
Yeah, come on. Just be nice to worms. Worms are good. Be nice to worm boys.
Okay, but in that case, He goes where he belongs. Ah, fuck! God damn it! Stop grabbing that.
Yes, I will live with that, but be nice to worm boys. I will accept it.
But say your ass. I created
Hey.
that because of your indecision.
S. No, what are you doing? Okay.
Okay, moving on. Talking about wormy boys, we
Imagine.
have a boy where a worm might be found if it was rotten.
Oh god.
Okay. I forgot what the imagines are again.
They're
genies.
they never tell
basically.
us.
Genies
Well,
from the
okay.
future.
Yeah, well, yeah. But they're not really genies. They're just like monsters with powers, but they can't grant wishes. But they get powers from people asking them to grant their wishes.
Like, this is not a case of like, oh, it's a cool monster idea, but I'm still like, I cannot really grasp like the core of them, like the core idea behind them.
Okay, basically, imagine, if I remember right, they're either from the future or they're like from the Sea of Time itself, and then they sort of just end up oh no, I don't remember if they like on their own end up falling into the timeline, or if Leon or whatever his name was the one like putting them into the timeline. What? Kai, yeah. Kai was the one putting him in the timeline. But basically got into the timeline and they just wanted so they each have their own like specific motivations, but most of them just want to change time, if I remember right. Just randomly. So they'll ask people, but they can only do that if they've granted someone's they can only do that with someone's like card to go back in time to a memory they had. So that's why they grant people's wishes so they can get their cards.
I think my problem with the Imagine is that everything about them is so abstract and just so, like, you know, again, abstract and just conceptual, that I'm like, I cannot really grasp them. Like, you know.
That's the reason I like them so much, is because, like, they're abstract, they don't really make too much sense, but they don't need to make sense, and they fit perfectly with the kind of stories that Deno is used to tell.
This reminds me, I forgot to mention, is that, what is the connection? What do you think is the connection between the undead, worms, Imagine, and Horse from Garo? That's right, the same designer.
Cool.
What the fuck?
Yep.
It's not even like surprising. It's just like, huh?
Yeah. It was all Yasushi Nirasawa.
Yeah. See, I don't believe that because the Momotaro's does not have tits.
His power level was shrunken by Toei.
Oh.
Okay, I was really expecting what you posted to be an image of Momotaros with tits. Someone get on Photoshop.
No, not this time.
All right. So where are we thinking? Because for me, they're high A, maybe low S. But I know you guys have very different opinions on them.
What's next?
No, the Imagine.
Imagine.
They're colorful. They're cool. They sing.
Yeah. At the end of the day, they're just really, really fun monsters that do the job of being monsters really well.
Yeah, but I'm still like, again, like, it's just like the vagueness and just, you know, their abstractness still. I feel like I can't, it's still kind of hard for me to really get behind them. It's just like, they exist and that's it. It's like that's what my brain like perceives them, like, you know, conceptualizes them as. It's like, why do they exist? What are they about? They are okay.
Sometimes you just need to be.
Yeah, like I think that's a big thing in.
Yes. Okay. I'll concede.
Come on, and low A, high B. Come on.
Mid B.
High mid, above the bat, below the undead. I can settle for that.
Yeah. Now, I'm gonna be honest.
Next, we have Catholic vampires.
Vampires are fucking boring.
I mean, the design idea is pretty cool.
Yeah, but they're just but they're just vampires.
But they're not. They're not even vampires. I like that they have the Catholic Church. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's not like the Catholic Church was ever, like, you know, associated with vampires in media, ever.
No, as in like they themselves have their own version of the Catholic Church.
My point still stands.
Okay. Bishop is a Rook. Rook has to bump them up a little bit. You like Rook?
Like
I like
again,
Bishop.
Yeah,
Strange
Bishop and Rook
enough.
are fun.
like the design idea behind them is cool, but again, they still kind of mesh all in my head because they're all just like a collage of colors.
Yeah.
That's all of them.
I mean, I like the idea of Wataru's rider form just being his true Fangire form, but then like that's also not what it is.
No, that's his Berserk form is his Vanguard form.
I know, but like, it's weird.
Which is just the only difference between his rider form and his berserk true form is just eyes.
He gains
No.
he gains the Catholic
is that-
Church.
Like
Saga's neat, I guess.
like they
I
have
don't know.
like I could say
I-
they have interesting culture, but it's like that's just vampire culture in general.
I guess. I like the idea of like the four like like the big Fangires each having a specific role. It's interesting, but it's not. They don't do much with it.
Yeah, it's like it is just that it exists, but they don't do anything with it at all.
Yeah. I also like the idea of them like controlling big corporations and stopping human development. But again, it's really just there for like one throwaway scene, and then it's not something that's ever like brought up or done anything with again.
Yeah,
I think there's like one-off scene at the end where Saga's like, "We need to help humans get better" or something. But they're mostly just boring.
I would put them in D, but high D above the Lords because at least I know what they're about. I know what they're about.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will say, I do like the anti-Fangire stuff, but not the Fangires themselves.
Yeah, but and now we're skipping Decay because it has nothing unique to itself. It can eat shit.
Yeah.
Well, he has Honor Decay though.
Now it's time for Kamen Rider: The Godfather.
Now it's time for drug users.
Drugs.
Steroids. Does whatever a spider can.
Dopeballs are so cool.
That was no way. That's Snap Cube reference.
I love dopeballs so much because they're just drug addicts. There's like the opposite of with Fangires, where they're just vampires because vampires have been done so much as like the monsters, but nobody uses drug users as monsters.
I personally really love how they
know-
show the. So go ahead.
We say they're drug users, but what if they're just plugging into the metaverse?
Same thing.
Shut up.
Same thing.
Go die. Oh, wait. Are Gaia Memories the original NFTs?
No!
No!
Shut the fuck up!
They are. They're non-fungible token versions of information
No.
of the Earth. That's it.
No. NFTs you cannot use for shit. You can do some shit as a dopant.
Yes.
NFT is
Gaia
useless.
memories give you power.
Fine. But I'm telling you, the day NFTs let me have a T-Rex head, you'll all rue it.
Yeah, and also like the theming behind the dopants, which is being concepts.
Yeah, it's so cool. And I
So-
especially love what was the family's name?
Sonozaki.
Sonozaki.
Yeah, I love the idea of the Sonozaki family literally what do you call it? Using people's drug addictions to like force them to. Actually, no, that's the organization behind them. Never mind.
Like dopants almost feel like stands in a way. Because like you have an old dopant that just turns you old, or you have fear dopant.
Actually, yeah, that's true. Dopants can do
Yeah.
like literally anything.
Then you have what is it, the lie dopant or something like that?
Oh right, yeah, I remember that one.
Like there are so many just like weird concepts, just so like that have nothing to do with like with head-to-head combat, where just like dealing with them they have to always be dealt with in such unique ways. Because
And then
they're-
they also had like the fun throwback dopants, like the Bat Dopant and the what was the other one that Skull fought? It was Bat and
Spider.
one other one.
Spider.
Yeah, Bat and Spider.
You guys
Yeah,
want
because-
the you guys want the funny relating to me and Double.
What is it?
Go ahead.
So like how all the episodes were had like the letter of the episode villain in the name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for the Ice Dopant, which was when Axel was introduced, I accidentally misread it, and I thought that it was just I Won't Stop, and it didn't occur to me that, like, I's the villain. And that's how I figured out that those 2 episodes were the ones where Axel gets introduced.
What?
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah!
I don't understand any of that. What?
Your brain truly is on another wavelength.
What?
And by that I mean, why?
Can we check his settings, please?
He doesn't have a settings. He's non-Euclidean.
So I read the episode names, and the episode names were like, the I won't stop.
Right.
But I misread that as I won't stop. And my primal brain did not register I as the letter of the villain. So I thought, for some reason, these 2 episodes don't fit the pattern. Guess that's the 2 episodes where Axel gets introduced. And coincidentally, those were the 2 episodes where Axel gets introduced.
God. God.
What? Jesus Christ.
So anyway, S+ for Dopant. What do you think?
I'd say high S.
But
Yeah.
we cannot make a Gaia memory out of S+.
True.
Yeah.
So yeah, I settle for high S above the worms. Definitely above the worms.
Now, what was the S though?
Above the worms. Above.
I'm
over
checking.
worms. What? What did you ask?
What was the S dopant?
Fuck. What was the
Terror, Taboo, Claydol, Nazca, Smilodon.
small?
Oh, that was the cat.
Yeah, that was the cat. Yeah, a fucking cat is a fucking villain of the week. That's why it belongs in S+.
Yeah, that was so good. See, check if there's any other S. Oh, there's also Sweets. I don't remember Sweets.
That was in the mansion with it was one of like the cooks.
Oh, right. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. That was...
And I think that's the only other one.
Yeah,
keep checking
again,
now.
this is why I like.
Oh,
you can tell the difference between like great monsters and bad like middling monsters is that you can pick out individual ones and you can remember what they were about. It's like
There's a road memory in the manga.
/ anime coming soon. Get excited.
Wow.
Going
Going from S to another S. I love the yummy so much.
Yummy.
Cause
yummy. It fills my gluttony. Wait a second. That's the wrong sin.
Yummy. Fruit
yummies are
salad.
like they're so cool because they feel like they in a sense feel like appendages of the greed.
Yeah.
Like, since they
They're
use
the
them
cup
just
of the greed.
since they use them to gather the cell medals.
It's also so sick how each like individual greed has their very specific own yummy.
And
Like Uva basically gives people stands. Kazari like makes them fucked up flesh puppets.
I mean, they also had different MOs in making them.
yeah. Like for example, Mazul's was it Mazul? Was it the
It was
water
Mezul,
one?
yeah.
Mez-
Mezul's the
Mezul.
water one.
Yeah, where her yummies would make eggs all over the place.
Yeah, and then they like, hatch into be weird, like insect stuff. It's cool.
And then later on, they would get mixed, so you would get fucking abominations like the fucking panda you can see on the screen.
We can't forget about what was the Earth one? The gorilla one.
Something on G, I cannot remember.
Yeah.
Gamel. I
yeah,
love
Gamel.
Gamel's whole thing, like he putting the metals into himself and making the things.
I used to
Yeah,
have a picture of him having the coin slot in his forehead. I do not know where it is now.
Oh, rip.
Yeah, just conceptually they're so cool. Like yeah, like that's, again, this, and I could also just like this is another instance of like we have the Crisis Empire monsters and like the Grongi where there are different tiers to them. Like there are different like like they're separation, but they still feel together. Like they belong.
Yeah, which is weird because so many of them look like stitched up and they don't look like they belong in their own body.
And yet those are the ones that get combined. Like again, the panda you can see on the screen, and
yeah,
the way they don't belong and they look even more fucked up than they normally do just gives so much. Just like it just makes them just give. How should I say this?
It's a
I
truly
slightly
great
wish-
commentary on capitalism and the dangers of desire, which is totally only in capitalism, I swear.
Yes,
but
Only capitalism
say
is
that
desire.
dangerous desire, but at the same time, Oz is also about how like desire is necessary and like it's just a thing. Like, what do you call it? A necessary human thing. Because we see what happens to AG and the other guy when they don't have desire.
Yeah, because if you don't have a desire, you're a dinosaur and a boomer.
Yeah, or a boomer dinosaur.
I mean that's what they are. Boomers are just dinosaurs.
I
mean, all
kind of
dinosaurs
wish
are
at the end of the
boomers by
series we could have gotten a scene of AG making his own yummies. Like, I think that'd be really sick.
I mean, we
He
basically
jerks
had.
off into a bucket and dinosaurs climb out.
I mean, didn't we just have Maki just making yummies and they would use the same method?
Yeah, I guess. But I wish we could see like. Yeah, probably.
Also, AG
I
would
don't think
never.
we could see AG.
I don't think. By the time AG had the desire and resolve to gather cell metals, he already had access to them, so he had no use to use the yummies himself.
Wow.
Actually, yeah, he had that whole like bank of them.
Yeah, because best boy Kogami gave it to him.
These fucking like double manga designs are terrifying.
Stop spoiling
Who's the
yourself.
artist?
Stop spoiling yourself. You forgot. We'll also be reviewing the anime when it starts coming out.
Oh yay!
So
Return-
stop.
I'm sure we'll do that. Yes.
Yeah, stop spoiling yourself.
Absolutely.
So cool.
Sure.
Okay,
we'll
yeah.
do that at home.
And I want to read Futotante now.
Again, wait
Good
for the
luck.
anime.
Good
The
luck,
anime's
meme.
come-
The manga is better.
But
Always better.
Meme. Good
but
luck.
it will be good if it had translations.
Fine, fair enough.
And with the anime, you're guaranteed to have someone like Crunchyroll pick it up. And it's gonna be this year. It's gonna be this year.
Fine. Let's move on. From...
Okay.
How do we go back to Dopants?
No.
Yeah, S rank.
S rank for yummies, definitely.
Yeah.
Just S.
I will put them below Dopants. Below Dopants, but above yummies.
What?
What? Home.
What?
You want to say that again?
Yeah. Below Dopants, but above worms.
All right, there we go.
Okay, yeah. Now,
got
How are the
worms in your
Grongi so
brain.
good?
what?
Like, why are the Grongi like so good? I'm
Yeah,
excited now.
yeah,
This
again.
is- ooh.
They have the power of 2000 CG.
Yeah. Also, remember, get excited when you start Kuga because you know that immediately after you are forced to watch Agito.
Get excited when you start Kuga because it's recorded at 5 frames per second.
Kamen Rider Agito.
Okay,
Zodiarts, the power of anti-friendship.
again, like this again, it's like I forget what the fuck are the Zodiarts? Aside from
They're... What?
like they feel like Zodiarts in my head like Dopas but without the drug abuse.
There is still like some drug abuse allegory. It's not that heavy. It's only for like a couple of characters, but it is there.
'Cause-
Basically, it's like
I mean, they couldn't be as
people-
direct because it's in high school.
yeah.
but still, like
Basically,
they feel so close to me, like as Dopans, but like not
it's
as
'cause it's a
cool.
similar idea.
Like they're Dopans, but not as cool in my head.
Yeah, but
I love Zodiarts. They're one of
Yeah.
my like favorite ones, just because I really love the
Like
the
the
12 one.
like the astrology one is really cool. Like with the 12 constellations. But
Yeah,
like
they're all
I still,
like technically
I
astrology
still
ones.
cannot shake the feeling that at the core of them they are just not just Dopans. They are just Dopans.
but home.
See, it's the context of the monsters themselves, not just like what they are. It's like how they're used in the story that I think makes them really cool. The fact that they're all like mostly just kids trying to live out high school fantasies or like want their teenage lives to be better. I think makes them really interesting and like unique compared to a lot of other monsters. None of them are barely any of them are inherently malicious, which makes them cool and fun.
Home.
Hmm?
Dopants cannot overdose and become super fucking meth heads.
Was it
That is
episode?
true.
Was it episode 2 where the girl became basically a Kaijin?
That wasn't like overdosing. That was her using the thing
And
properly.
and also horror Dopant.
Horror Dopant's different. That's again, that's just an ability of the Dopant. That's not them like overdosing or anything.
Yeah.
Like yeah, like but in the end, like if it's just like that one thing, or like there are only two things that makes them different from Dopants, like that still doesn't feel enough.
The whole like idea of them is different though.
Yeah, but functionally they're almost the same.
What?
Home, this
Like-
is not a rabbit hole you want to go down.
Like it's just
This is not a rabbit hole you want to go down.
like I'm not saying they're bad. Like they're still cool, but
I think they should be an S tier, personally.
I would be fine putting them in A tier, but I know if S tier because just how close in my head they are to Dopants.
Well, your head is stupid.
Okay,
Mead makes a good argument. I gotta do it.
no. That's too much. No. They're not S plus. They are
God
not S
But
plus.
me made a good argument, and you cannot fight against that.
He's right. I
Okay,
did.
I have a good
I mean,
counter
even
argument.
I don't think they're S plus, but still.
I have a good counter argument. Gemini Zodiarts.
Look, you banned me from making an S++, so you have to bear with this.
What do you mean that? I didn't ban you from making S plus plus. You never said anything about an S plus plus tier.
You basically banned me from making more tiers, so you banned me from S++.
Because you were getting too cocky. That's on you. But yeah,
Cock.
yeah, like
I was getting too cocky. No, you were simply too afraid of my power.
okay, I may concede like yeah, they are cool that they can be like their own thing aside from robots, but they're not S plus. I can concede to putting them in S, but S plus feels too much. Like they don't have that much going on compared to the Grongi and the good boy from Splash Star.
I do realize that by putting the Zodiacs there, I fucking
You erased
erased
you erased-
Groggy.
Yeah, and that's why I'm extra mad. Yeah, put them above Worms. They're at least that cool.
What
Because
the
at
fuck
least-
was up with Yuki's dad? I'm going back to the
I don't want to think
Forza
about.
clips now.
Please, I don't want to talk.
Weird.
I don't want to think about the Gemini arc again. Please, no.
Okay, guys, we should probably hurry up. We're all at almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I want to go away. Okay.
Speedrun time. Wizard B.
No, don't even. Phantoms are top 3 for me. I love Phantoms because they are they are one step below horrors from Garo, basically. They are, I would argue, one of the most conceptually fucked up monsters in all of Kamen Rider.
Functionally, I'd
But
say
being
the same as
fucked
Greed.
up doesn't make you good.
It's just, but it just
Conceptually, they're really cool. The ideas behind them are really cool, but you have to admit, they are a bit boring in the actual show.
they are, but it's just like again, this is.
Functionally speaking.
At whole point,
Right.
you can't really fall back on the gremlin anymore without getting into our territory.
No, don't talk about the Gremlin. To explain context, there's been some stuff about Gremlin's actor coming out recently that we don't want to talk about.
Kamen
okay.
Rider.
I'll make an argument. I'll make it.
Actor.
No, don't look it up. I mean, please, no, don't.
News. No More Heroes 3 review.
No.
What?
No. We can talk about it post-recording, so no, please, no. Let's keep it out of the podcast, please. Actually, please.
Okay.
This is actual serious stuff, so please, no.
Alright.
Okay, I have an argument pro Phantoms. Aside, like, they are one of the few, if not the only, they're one of the few in Heisei Phase 2 that actually get to kill people, like, making them. Like,
I'm telling
But
these
does
nuts.
that actually make them better?
Yeah, murder does not equal good.
no, but it makes them threatening, because, like, there are consequences to them more. Just like, in order to, like, make a Phantom, the person has to fucking die from depression.
No, again, the idea is really cool. It's just that in practice, we rarely ever see it be that cool, other than like flashbacks and stuff related to the what's his name story. For the most part, they feel too goofy. You know,
Never felt
like
never really felt. Also, there's stuff you haven't seen, like, but then you have also episodes where
you're right.
There are also like episodes where they focus on like maybe the Phantoms have memories of the original person and they try to appeal to them, and then that gets thrown into their face, and it's so like a lot of times they're not used to their full potential, but the few times they just deliver so well. So I could argue for them being at least in B. I could argue for them at least being in a high B.
I say we should put them in C just to spite home.
We are overpopulating the B.
You know what? You're right. You know what? You're gonna say put Neonoids and Fog in C. Put them in C.
You know, put them in A.
No. We need to spread it out a bit.
C
and
for
you know what?
Content.
Yes.
Spread out these nuts.
Okay. Again, and honestly, like, I feel like they delivered the idea of like fantasy monsters better than Megid.
But did the Megid
They're the ones from...
Megid tried like once, meanwhile I would argue Phantoms tried like at least 3 times.
I think there's also the issue that it took me so long to... Not so long. It took me a solid minute to realize you were talking about Saber when you said Megid. Even though the Saber just ended.
So yeah, put them in B. You know what? Put them in B, but move Followers of God in A.
I sure do love to follow God.
But then you have to change the name of A because it no longer can be about God because Followers of God are in A.
No, please, just keep it. Just keep it. Leave it as an artifact.
Why?
It would be so funny.
Okay. Invest, I don't think we need to spend too long on, because again, this is another case of like with mirror monsters, where they're not really, like the story isn't really about them, where they're just there.
Stay home. They need to kill people to exist.
Yeah, true. But like,
I do really like them be like the what do you call it? The idea of them all having been regular people. But, like, it's more tragic. I don't know, is it more or less tragic than the Orphanox? Because they don't have any, like, humanity left.
Also,
what would you say?
Also, guys, I'll give you a free pass for the maybe one image you may have made, but be careful as you talk.
What?
Why?
What season are you talking about?
No, you should have said it. No, you forgot. Why did you say it? No.
What? We can cut it out. What happened?
No, meme. No, we've been through this. Come on. No, he's gonna do it again. You forgot.
No. Jesus, no, please. You don't have to do this.
I was being
you
so
don't have
careful.
to do this. You don't have to do this.
But you failed us. You are so.
Peppy, you don't have to do this. Please.
No.
What?
You failed us. You have failed us, and you know he's gonna do it. Now we cannot stop him.
Do you just have them with you?
You gave him the weapons, and he's gonna use them, and we cannot stop him.
Oh God! The anticipation is killing me.
Yeah, because he's grabbing a good one. He's grabbing a good one, you know it.
It's gonna be thick and long and hearty.
God!
Why? I don't want to look at this.
It sort of looks like a lockseed.
Do you just have these fucking prepared at any moment's notice?
I have the photos ready. I don't understand.
Moving on.
I despise you. Why are there 2 copies of the same bottle in the same picture? That's fucked up.
Inves are cool, but they're not that cool. High C.
Can we please put them in C tier? Like, sorry, what's the lowest tier we have? Can we put them in Phi's just for that?
No.
Please?
No.
Okay, fine. Yeah, they don't deserve the punishment that he does.
High C.
High
It was
is
1942 when Columbus sailed the ocean high seas.
Okay, now back to the good shit. The roid memes are so good. The
I
roid memes
love
are so
roid
good.
memes.
S plus. It's time to have another entry in the S plus. What do you think, meme?
Hell yeah, let's go. And not only because, what do you call it? My auntie is part of them.
But yeah, like just the lore behind them and just like the way they work and just
The fact there's
like,
a limited number.
yeah, there's a fucking limit. Even though they stretch it just a bit for some stuff, but still. Like,
Yeah.
They're
And, like,
so well done.
When the show was actually airing, they actually had like a website that had like the note board they had in the show to show which droid mutes are still alive.
God, and also like robots are, I would say, one of the best depictions of like robots or like AI even.
Yeah.
Like aside from the later ones that we get to talk about, but they're still so incredibly well done. Like their focus on emotions.
Yeah.
It's so well done.
Fucking Chad Hart choosing his emotion to be joy.
What a Chad. And just for
And-
that,
You know what? Knowing his backstory, it's so like cool that that's his emotion. Considering of all the roid mutes, he might have gone through the worst shit. Like before all the roid mutes even had their own intelligence. Considering what Banno put him through just for looking like that guy.
no, he specifically made him look like that guy.
Yeah, exactly. And
It wasn't. It
God
wasn't.
bless Hart.
It wasn't that he just so happened to look like it. No, he specifically made him look like it so he could fucking take his frustrations out on him.
It's like the weird incels who buy the the specific, what do you call it, looking you know what I'm talking about. Can't remember what they're called.
And even like their basic like unevolved like designs, they still don't look so creepy. Like they actually look creepier than a lot of the evolved designs in my
I
opinion.
think even more than them looking creepy is the fact that they can look so creepy and you still like genuinely feel for them.
Yeah.
Like you can still feel bad for them and feel like, God, you know, like
they're literally just trying to get a life.
yeah.
Yeah. God. Yeah, S plus.
They're like an extension on what the worms were.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah, they're just better worms.
Yeah.
So yeah, just make a room for them. Not above the Grongi. I would put them above the Grongi. The Grongi still have that, I would say, the edge of just like, their culture. Also, move the boy just a bit so we can see them.
I know.
What are you doing? Okay.
Okay. Gamma, not as disappointing as the Makubo, that is impossible, but they're still really disappointing in my head.
I want to put it in supervised because they made Tesla Gamma instead of Edison.
That
I
is
feel
a
like
valid point, but still, we gotta give them
You
a
can't
bit
blame a
credit.
whole race for the actions of one Ganma.
So, I can be racist against the ghosts. It's fine.
Oh god. So actually, on that topic, I think another cool thing about Ganma is again how they have their own culture and stuff. We don't get to see much of it,
and that's
but we
the
see
thing.
like
Again, like they have so much potential as being like, oh, this feels like a Showa era villains, but with actual culture and lore behind them, and they could do so much cool stuff with.
Yo, hi, I'm
guess
Adele.
not. I guess not.
so
Like
we're
again,
not counting the weird the monsters from the end of the series, right? The I don't know what they're called.
Gammeisers?
The weird
Gammeisers?
the Ganmeisers, yeah.
Gammeisers
They-
are a usable concept. You could make a whole series about them. But fuck it, if they're good written. Fuck that. No.
D. Gamma goes to D. Like they had so
Yeah.
much potential, but it just squanders it.
D for dead.
Yeah. Above Lords, probably.
Actually, wait, can we make an O? Can we make an O, please?
No.
An O tier?
What?
O for
I
Oh,
do not have the power. It's been fucking banned. Fuck you.
Yeah, it's yeah. We all please. We need to. You've already been going for too long. We don't have to extend it even more.
we need O for What about Tenkuji Takuru?
No, please, let that meme die in the ground where it belongs. Okay.
As long as I live, the meme lives on with me.
And now it's time for Pep to shut the fuck up and for us to gush about the Amazons. Again, speaking of monsters with their own culture,
Live in Amazon!
and also being the most fucked up and depressing ones. Holy shit.
No spoilers.
But imagine monsters that are like, okay, if you don't want to, like, you know, break down and die on a cellular level, if you don't want to die and break down at a cellular level, you gotta eat people. Whereas it's technically you gotta eat protein, and humans have a shit ton of protein in them.
How many idiots just eat chicken? Fucking dumbasses.
Or just burgers or eggs. Eggs are really good.
Burger.
And it's just like, again, like, and this is another, like, this has also has the effect of the Orphan, where they're just people. Like, they're just people that just so happen to have to eat humans every once in a while.
Or Fnock again.
Yeah, but again...
Wait, no, they're ghouls!
Fuck!
They're fucking ghouls!
Fuck! They are just ghouls, fuck. I was about to put them really high, but now that you said it, they have to go in E for just being ghouls.
How dare you, that makes them even cooler.
Oh no.
Oh.
God, they are just ghouls.
Let's put them in E for Eat Kill All.
How about the end of A for Route A?
That's
no.
I want to vomit.
I no. But like,
you remember that scene in early Tokyo Ghoul when Kaneki ate the big hamburger and he's in front of his TV and he's like trying to hold it in, but then he vomits it all up into the toilet? That's me right now. Fuck you.
Okay, but how about this? Conceptually, and just, you know, in some respects, like in execution, they're better than ghouls.
I can't confirm nor deny that.
But like, I feel like Tokyo Ghoul kind of gets lost in its own bullshit. Whereas,
that's what makes it so good.
But yeah, but like, when specifically talking about the monsters, the Amazons get a lot of attention in actually both seasons and the movie.
I realize something. I just like things that get lost in their bullshit.
But yeah, like, it's one of the few like seasons, or just like, you know, shows in like Kamen Rider shows, where the monsters are the core of the show for the entire season, for the entire thing. And just like, I would put them really high because they get so much screen time. So, I'll put them high C.
I think the true question is, what tier would the Jeff Bezos give them?
J for Jeff Bezos.
All right, Amazon.
It was actually produced by Amazon, by the way.
I know.
It was, because of course
so
it was.
So stupid. Make the J category, please.
No.
The
power's gone. It's banned. It's in the trash can.
Along with Holmes' taste.
Okay.
They
They go in
funny
B.
running gag.
They go in B because they get to bleed a lot.
B for Bezos, I get it.
Yes.
I'm just remembering fucking Eat Kill All.
Put them above the Phantoms. Put them above the Phantoms. Because they actually get to, you know, do dark shit.
Wait, no, sorry. It's an Amazon where like they jump across each other and just have like the geyser of blood come out of both of them. Alpha and Omega.
Yeah, just
okay, guys, quick, Boxsters.
S.
I say we put them B for Boxsters.
S. Again.
S? Really?
Yeah. Because.
Really?
Okay, let me, like, they are, like, visually they're not terrifying, but then you look at their feet and you get...
They don't need to be terrifying, it's just that they're just too goofy.
And yeah, like, that's what I love. Like, they look goofy as shit, they act goofy as shit, but then you're like, there are thousands of people that are in a coma / dead because of them.
I guess.
Just like, they are, like, such a good combination of being goofy and terrifying.
I still don't think that's, like, S-worthy.
Okay.
Like, mid-A.
Guys, Bucksters are tied to games. Games are tied to racism, so we need to pick the most racist tier.
Oh, B.
A.
So yeah, A. So share with Starfish Hitler.
Yeah. Bill
Yeah.
Starfish Hitler.
They're just underlings compared to his racism.
Okay, looks like the fight series is being a bit too lonely. Let's put Smash there.
But I like smashing.
But yeah, like the Smash are like, again, like in a
Wait, they're called the Smash?
yeah,
Yes.
they're just called Smash.
That's a good name.
Like they are
I thought they were
probably
people.
they are probably the most forgettable monsters in all of Heisei.
Huh.
Like I shit on the Mako, but I remember them. I have to forget what they're even called. Like what the Smash are even called.
To
It's
be
just they're
fair,
named
the
fucking
Smash are
Smash.
kind of not relevant to the actual plot.
They are not relevant ever. Like they're relevant for like 2 or 3 episodes for the entire show.
Aren't
I mean,
they like aliens?
I mean,
No!
there's-
Isn't that where the cube
I mean,
comes
they're-
from? What?
I mean, you have the 3 dipshits.
Yeah. Smash are basically Showa monsters where they're muted humans that were experimented on using alien technology.
Using gas.
Gas.
Yeah, they should have been called Gas. The sequel to Fog.
Nah, call them Solidus.
But yeah, like they're so boring. Their designs are so boring. They're just conceptually they're just so boring, and they're just there to be there. And now it's time for me to shut the fuck up, and for someone here to talk about another riders.
S tier, please.
So, another riders are basically the idea of taking the power of a rider and fusing it with the power of their monsters. And I need to fix the screen. So, okay.
Where are you gonna put him?
And yeah, like they don't like. What's more interesting is about the monsters, specifically how the villains use them, less than what the monsters do on their own. Like I
Also, those
cannot,
are pretty metal designs.
like I generally cannot go into it without sometimes spoiling what certain arcs do.
Don't worry, I'll close my ears.
Well, Holmes here too.
Yeah, we fucked up if he just talked to himself. So yeah, like, okay, I believe you in that part. I like some of their designs. Their designs are sick. Like,
Okay. There's a thing about the another riders that they can only be defeated by the power of the rider they're made from in the year they were made from. Except that the year part and the power part kind of get thrown away as like power-up forms are introduced and they start being made in 2019.
Okay, but there's one thing I can say about another riders because I look at their designs. They have really strong fan art energy. They legitimately look like, what if this rider was a monster? And they really feel like fan arts, and that makes them cooler. Actually,
Yeah,
That's somewhat relevant to the plot of Geo. Man, yeah.
I can't believe George is the main villain of Geo.
God.
I would need to go into the nature of Geo and just.
We don't have time. We don't have time or energy for that.
It's all very convoluted.
He is G, he is O. You understand?
But now the tier.
S?
Really?
You're the guru. I'm just saying design-wise.
Okay, me, home, deafen for a bit. We're gonna message you later.
Okay.
Okay, so.
My friends, we're nearing the end, viewers. Who do you think will be the best rider monster? Leave your suggestions in the poll below.
I'm like split between high A and low S because the designs are cool, and my main issue is that like it's less the monsters and what they do and what is cool, and rather what the show does with them that gets kind of cool at times.
That to me sounds like a B, but you don't want to put it in a B because the B is too strong.
Like, for instance,
You know what?
they had a cool moment where they made another ghost specifically from somebody who just died.
You know what?
Damn.
You know what? Let's do this. I'll put them somewhere and put Phantoms in C. Put Phantoms in C. I concede on that.
Okay.
Cyber Soldiers in D, and Lords in E. Just so we can, okay, so it's not like, too much. So we can, ratio it a bit out. Now, we have the Magia. Now, again, we're going to be talking about a Magia and not exactly Humagears. Since, they're kind of a different thing, but not really.
I mean, Humagears aren't inherently villains.
Also, I know that there are also the Raiders, but they're like
Yeah, which is there's too many like different types of monsters in 01.
It sometimes feels like there's too much of everything in 01.
yeah, like it feels too jam packed, but still like the Magia are still cool. Of like corrupting but instead of humans, it's just AI. It just actually
Like
kind
they
of
have a virus,
yeah,
but not the bad virus.
it's like your laptop gets a Trojan horse and it tries to eat you.
I am still upset about
No,
the Magia
it's if your
concept,
laptop
so-
was like your good buddy and then got Norton and then tried to eat you.
Yeah, it has that energy, and I like them a lot for that. And also, like, they sell out of all like the mechanical designs for monsters, they are the best.
Oh yeah, because they're one of the few that actually looks like, that looks properly mechanical
And also,
and not like an excuse to do like just slap random tech parts into a
also
design.
we haven't talked about it. Like, these are the only ones that deserve to get mentioned. Their transformations, because holy shit,
So good.
Oh,
and just for that, I would put them in S. Like lowest below the worms, because again, there's just so much. There's a bit too much, and the stuff with the arc is, like.
I
was the
want to
arc?
put them in A because I'm still upset for personal reasons.
Why? This is
I
the
got
Aruto theory.
Oh, you got robbed. Yeah. C, then cope and put them in S.
Okay.
Hey! Because you still
I'm
have to
still
admit they're
confused.
cool.
Coped
No,
for a second.
he coped because he had an idea for a fan rider monsters.
Oh, right, I remember.
Not to mention that Fan Rider's being picked apart by 01 and Saber and Revice.
Look, sometimes you gotta accept you've lost. You know? There's no getting around it sometimes. It just happens to the best of us. By best of us, I mean me.
I mean, you said that, but I also got robbed by Saber.
It also happens to the worst of us.
Yeah, but
Hey!
01 stole my monsters.
01 stole my driver.
Saber stole my main villain, and Revice stole my scientist.
Maybe none of us are really all that original.
And Saber also kind of stole my belts. Mine's the collar.
You said we're not all that original, but I have to mention that, Saber didn't steal the concept for the main villain. Saber stole the design for the main villain.
But yeah, like, I would say like the one thing that like really holds the Magia back is still like some of the start with R gets a bit too fucky. Of like how they just get corrupted by bullshit towards the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that kind of takes away from like having a the AI terrorists go around and corrupting them. Like that to me like gave that aesthetic of like a virus being spread, but like towards the end it gets a bit too much like Skynet. it kind of loses that aesthetic.
Anyway,
What,
moving
do
on.
you not like the show Terminator?
Moving on, make it R and E, because they are just again
What?
better
That's
than
too
Smash.
low.
Okay, yeah, you're right, D.
Yeah. For disaster dick.
Yeah, because like they
Oh,
have
sorry,
lore.
Meggy. Sorry, I thought you were saying Humor Gears again. I don't know why.
No, make it. It's like they have lore, but that's about everything that puts them above the Smash. They're still like just there.
Yeah.
Like
And
you
do
make-
they have lore? Like they barely have lore.
Yeah, it's barely, but like low D.
Yeah.
Because like they are just
They
kinda-
have a sleeveless buff guy who does flips.
like like aside from the main three, like the Meggies are just like kind of there and just don't matter. Like remember that cool concept where the Meggies were possessing people?
Oh yeah.
Wish that was wish they focus on that and like give us more details on that. Would have been cool.
Woulda, shoulda, coulda.
Yeah, that's a lot of D. That I look at it.
D.
Wish I did.
These are new B.
I wish. Yeah, I look at D. Like I wish you did more.
D for did more.
Now speaking of doing more, while we still like barely saw anything of them, the Deadmans are already so good.
Yeah.
Because again, we don't know much about them, but they seemingly have a lot of lore.
Gracias.
They're the ones.
No. If you're gonna say, you have to go all the way. Gracias, the ones.
Look, it's getting late. I cannot scream.
We cannot
Yeah,
scream.
same. Honestly, I should have done that.
Yeah, like for now, I'll put them in a temporary A because again, we're still really early into Revise. But from what
Yeah.
we've seen, it's so good because just like the way they're organized, what they're about, the lore, and just their designs. Just
They also
everything is-
had one chameleon boy,
Yeah.
and I think that puts them up pretty high.
and they like truly to me stand out because in some ways they feel like truly realized monsters that are just stands.
They really are.
Until they're not.
They're not, but they sort of function like stands. Okay, let's stand to more personas.
Yeah.
Also.
Now, they're shadows.
No, demons from SMT.
Yeah, I was about to say, like.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, that's
they're
actually,
almost now albinos.
No, not that. But yeah, like again, for that I'll put them
Oh wait,
in A.
and the stage 2 is where the fuck the Digital Devil Saga people go through.
No, stage 2 is becoming an albino. Come on.
I don't know what becoming an albino means.
Those plus SMT5 for him.
Oh my. I should try re-downloading and see if it's gotten any better.
No.
What do you mean re-downloading?
I mean, buying a new
re-downloading it
Switch.
Yes, that is correct. So for now, put them at low A.
And
Because-
I will say this image improves the Planarian Deadman because it looks like a smiling face.
I don't know on the recording, but Discord cut you out.
God bless America. And that's the end of the episode. See you guys next time.
That the image improves the Planarian Deadman because it looks like a smiling face.
Yeah, like again, low A, low A.
I think the fact that the Planaria is the one that's there sort of like puts it down a bit, though.
You,
You
okay,
know-
already above the others. Already.
Like, I'm just being fair.
I mean, you're right, but still.
Anyway,
Okay,
as,
and
a
now-
fi-
And last but
as a-
not least,
as a
What the
finale, Tomal Rondonur, B-rank bracer.
All
God
Kiseki,
bless.
all Kiseki fans go to hell. But yeah,
1 second.
for the next episode, normally we'll be choosing which bullets to shoot at each other to choose the second segment. But we're not doing that because next episode we are reviewing 3 episodes of Revise,
Yeah,
which is already gonna drain us of all our life force.
I swear
So-
I will not be dead for the next week and edit this video. I swear.
As an ode to our fuck-ups, I will now outro us out with a song I'm sure we all know and hold very dear to our hearts. Oh.